Okay, so it's another project day, and I feel like I've said this a few times, but it's actually not on the rake. So if you saw our last video, our tractors got ran over. We actually salvaged one of them. The other one I was gonna run over with the dozer, make a video with that, and I said, you know what? Instead of just ruining a tractor, because it still works, the tires are just broken and the steering is broken, let's just try and fix that one too, throw some custom wheels on it, try and make it look super cool, and have the kids use it. It might be our hardest project to date, because as you go see, it's pretty messed up, but we're gonna try our best. So let's go inside, take a look at it. I'll show you what wheels and tires we're putting on. Spoiler, it is not tractor tires. It may or may not be bicycle tires, but let's go take a look. So this is the one that has not been refurbished yet. As you see, back tires are destroyed, front tires destroyed. The same goes for this back tire back there. So the plan is to take both of these off, well actually all four of them off, and we're gonna make this thing a little race car. So we're gonna put these little ones up front, put the big bad boys in the back, and as you see, they're a little big, so I think we're gonna have to do some custom framework, probably cut some of this out, maybe even this. This is welded on from when we had the dualies last time, so I have to cut that out. We have a lot of work to get to today, but I think we can get it done. So let's go ahead and get some old tires off, and try to put the new ones on. So let me just go on record and say, I know this is gonna look silly. Trust me, I know, but what was the fun in just running it over? You get one video out of it, you get to say, haha, we crushed the tractor, but it's not really that cool. You just crushed the tractor. So I think making it work and making it turn into a drag tractor, so that's kind of the goal. I'm gonna try and make this thing kind of a drag tractor. We'll try and make it look like a race car. We're gonna put these bigger tires on the back. We'll maybe paint some flames on it. We wanna put an exhaust coming out the side. Make it look cool. The kids will love it. Obviously, it's not gonna be your traditional tractor, things like that, but I think making it look different and unique is what's cool about what we do, is we like to do unique stuff, different stuff, kind of test the boundaries, do something different. So I'm excited to get going on this. So we got the wheels off. Obviously we got the front wheels on already, and they are very, very small, but that's okay. We're going for the drag look. So the steering wheel does not work. I had it screwed in, so I have to take that off. So this piece at the bottom for the steering column is kind of broken. So I'm gonna try and run that up through this hole too, and put like kind of like a handlebar look. And then we'll go with that look for it. Obviously you got the back tires off, which was a pain. So now we gotta get our wheels, put them on, but I've got to figure out how to mount them to this. That's going to be the fun part. So let's get started. Let's take a look at it. So we're going full custom on this thing. So I had to use a saw right here to cut this fender off. It was obviously right there. Now it's gone, and that is to make room for the wheel because it is too big for what was already there. So now we're going to put it on, see if it works. We're going to find a way to mount this piece to this, because this is what spins. So this piece can connect to this. The problem is this little piece here doesn't fit in there. So we gotta find the best way to do this. I'm not exactly entirely sure how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna make it work. So let's use our mind for a little bit. So this thing's getting a little tricky, and I'll kind of show you why. So this is the piece, because when you turn it on, this is what spins, not the axle. So you gotta remember that. That's what's making this so difficult. So this piece is gonna go on like so, and this is the piece, it slides on just like that. It used to connect to the tire, but now obviously we don't have the tire. So I'm gonna find a way, so I drilled some holes, so it goes in like that, which means it's gonna go on the tire like this. So I'm gonna try and run some baling wire or something and connect it to the spokes through that way, because I can't weld anything. That's my problem, is I can't weld. So I'm gonna try and use a way like that to connect it, and then put the entire thing on there. And it probably won't be the most stable, but it's kind of the only option I know off the top of my head that I can do here. I wanted to do screws or something like that, but there's just no way with plastic and these metal spokes. It's not really a good combination. So we're gonna try this, use some wire or zippy ties or something like that, and hopefully it works. But let's throw it together, see if it works, hopefully. All right, so some might say, hey, you might have gone a little too far with this project, and I don't know. Maybe I agree with you. This thing looks extremely silly, but it's fun, it's just for the kids. So let's see. I got it tacked on. I don't want to weld it too much because I don't want to ruin the bearing. So I'm going to slowly weld it. I don't want to get it too hot. But let's test it out. Let's see if this thing works. Woo, buddy, that feels fast. Okay. So you might think we're done too. We're not done. So there's a little special something I'm going to do to this thing. I'm going to think about it really quickly before I tell you. But I'm going to put smokestacks on it. So I'm going to cut holes in this little piece here. Put some big exhaust pipes coming off. Obviously take the little junk one off. I want to make this thing look cool. I want to make it look like an actual little drag tractor or something, because this tractor is probably not going to last very long. It's pieced together zippy ties, welding, all sorts of stuff. It's kind of broken to begin with. You can look at the back here. So as you can see, it's not exactly ideal. It's pretty bent. There's nothing I can do to fix that. All that's bent. I mean, it got ran over by that huge front end loader. There's not too much I can do about it, but for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. It's gonna be all for fun. It looks cool. I don't know what to tell you. I think it looks pretty darn cool. It's silly, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but we're not done yet. We still got a lot to get to. So let's get to it, I'm excited. So I don't really have a proper solution to the steering wheel, but I got the bottom raised up all the way through here. That's why I got this little screw holding it up. These are kind of just buffer little pieces because this used to sit like way up here and it had a little column. As you can see, it obviously is broken. So I think I wanna go get maybe a straight handle to just weld that on, drill a hole, set it in there and just weld it to it. And they can use that to turn. I think that's kind of the best option. So let's go see what we can find. Get a hole drilled, set it on there, and hopefully it looks nice. Okay, it is brutally hot today, but let's take a look at where we're at. We're actually almost finished. There's one more special little thing I want to do to it before we call it done, and we got to paint it too, but let's take a look. So this thing is getting sillier by the second. I got the big biker handlebars on that bad boy. We're gonna paint them black. We got the wheels. Everything is pretty much ready to rock except one thing. I cut up a siphon tube that we use for irrigation, and I want to cut a hole in the hood of the tractor, put it in there for a big old bad boy exhaust, obviously paint that thing black too. I think it's gonna look good. I'm ready to go. All right, I've worked long and hard on this thing. It's not quite finished, but it's good enough to run. I wanna put flames on it with some stickers, and a few other little things I wanna do to it, but let's take a look at the drag tractor. So obviously I think this thing looks extremely preposterous. It looks silly, but it's also pretty funny, and I think it's neat and creative. I think the kids are actually gonna love it in a weird way. I think they're gonna love this thing. Look at it. We got the race wheels on the back. We got the small drag tires on the front. We got the old school, cool, big old handlebars. We got a huge smokestack that, yes, smoke is gonna come out of that. Look at this thing. It is ready to race. How about that? Got ourselves a nice little drag tractor. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to get Hudson and Holly on this thing and see how it runs. It's gonna be faster too, because the tires are taller, so it's gonna spin more in the middle, making the outside move more, so it's gonna be a little faster. I'm excited to use it. I'm excited to see it. You'll see it in a video here probably in a week or two. I'm excited for it. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up like always, and let me know down in the comments if you have any tips I should do to this thing before we use it, or any new adventures for any new projects for us. Thanks for watching.